Have you ever met someone for the first time and felt an instant, unshakable connection, as if you've known them forever? Or maybe you've experienced the opposite, a strange tension with someone you've just met, as if your souls had unfinished business from long ago. These aren't just coincidences or quirks of personality. According to ancient spiritual traditions and the wisdom of astrology, your soul chose a tribe before you were ever born. And the map to that tribe? It's written in the stars. In today's video, we're going to explore a profound and often overlooked truth. Your zodiac sign, more than just a daily horoscope, holds sacred clues about your spiritual lineage, your karmic companions, and the soul contracts you've carried into this life. Every sign, every planetary placement, is a whisper from your higher self pointing you toward your soul tribe. The people who are here to challenge you, uplift you, and walk this path of awakening beside you. This isn't about astrology as entertainment. This is about astrology as a tool for soul recognition. You'll learn how each zodiac sign represents not just traits or tendencies, but a kind of cosmic frequency, a soul language. And when two people share compatible frequencies, there's often a deeper purpose at play. But here's the twist. Your soul tribe isn't always easy to recognize. Sometimes your closest soulmates come wrapped in conflict. Sometimes your deepest growth comes from those who mirror your shadows, not your light. And yet, when you know what to look for, when you understand how your zodiac sign reveals your soul's blueprint, everything starts to make sense. So stay with me until the end, because we're going to uncover how your sun, moon, and rising signs each point to different members of your soul tribe. Why certain zodiac combinations are magnetically drawn together across lifetimes, and how to identify soul contracts hiding in your closest relationships, even the difficult ones. Ready to decode the divine design behind your connections? Let's open the star map and begin. Before we talk about zodiac signs and astrological alignments, let's start with the deeper question. What is a soul tribe, really? And why does it matter? A soul tribe is more than just your circle of friends, or people who share your interests. Spiritually speaking, your soul tribe is a group of souls you've traveled with across multiple lifetimes. These are the beings you've loved, lost, forgiven, and grown with, over and over again. They show up in different forms, in different roles, and sometimes even in unexpected disguises. But their purpose is always the same: to help you evolve. Think of it like this. Before your soul incarnated into this life, it made agreements. You sat in a kind of spiritual council and chose lessons, challenges, and support systems for your journey. That council? That's your soul tribe. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Not everyone in your tribe is meant to stay forever. Some souls are here for a brief, powerful encounter, a spark that ignites your next transformation. Others are your anchors, walking beside you year after year, lifetime after lifetime. And some come as your greatest teachers through pain, resistance, or heartbreak. These are not accidents. This is divine choreography. From a Buddhist perspective, we call this concept karmic entanglement. Karma doesn't just mean consequence, it means connection. It's the invisible thread between souls, weaving stories of cause and effect, giving and receiving, teaching and learning. The people who challenge you the most may be those who love your soul the deepest. So how does your zodiac sign fit into this? Your astrological chart is like a cosmic fingerprint. It's unique, and it holds the frequencies of your soul's purpose, your wounds, and your gifts. It's not just a map of your personality. It's a blueprint of your soul's journey in this lifetime. And because each sign carries its own spiritual archetype, it reveals the kind of soul tribe you naturally attract, and why. For instance, fire signs like Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius often attract bold, courageous souls who push them into leadership and creativity. Earth signs like Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn tend to magnetize stabilizers, people who ground them and teach patience. Each combination tells a story. But remember, your soul tribe isn't about comfort zones. It's about expansion. The people who trigger you might be your soulmates in disguise, breaking you open to become more of who you really are. Here's a micro insight. If someone enters your life and immediately feels familiar, almost eerily so, that's not just chemistry. That's soul memory. Your body might not remember them, but your soul does. And if this resonates with you, let me know in the comments below. Has someone ever entered your life and felt like home? Or like a storm you knew you needed? Let's keep going, because the signs are just beginning to speak. Your sun sign is often the first thing people learn about in astrology. It represents your core identity, who you are when all the masks are off. But spiritually, your sun sign is so much more than just personality. It's the energetic frequency you radiate into the world. It's the light you shine, and that light attracts others. In terms of soul tribes, your sun sign reveals the kind of souls who are drawn to your essence. These are the people who feel nourished by your presence, inspired by your courage, or magnetized by your authenticity. Whether you realize it or not, you are a beacon, and your sun sign is the flame. Let's break it down with some examples. If you're an Aries sun, you radiate raw, fearless energy. You were born to initiate, to lead, to break through barriers. Your soul tribe often includes people who need that spark, souls who've been waiting for someone to ignite their fire. You're not just a leader, you're a catalyst. If you're a Cancer sun, you emit nurturing, protective energy. Your tribe includes the wounded healers, those who need emotional safety to bloom. You might attract souls who have never felt truly seen or loved until they met you. And yet, you're also learning how to care for yourself while caring for others. Leo suns, your light is unmistakable. You attract those who need courage, joy, and self-expression. Your soul tribe often includes quiet souls who need to be reminded of their inner royalty. But your lesson is humility, knowing when to lead from the heart, not the ego. Every sign has its tribe. Virgos draw seekers of truth, detail, and healing. Libras magnetize those longing for harmony and beauty. Scorpios? They attract the brave, the ones willing to go into the shadows and come out transformed. You may have noticed this without realizing why. Certain people just get you. Others show up when you're fully living your sun energy, when you're aligned with your essence. That's no accident. Your soul tribe finds you when you stop pretending and start radiating who you truly are. This is why living in alignment with your sun sign is a spiritual act. When you suppress your essence, you dim your beacon. But when you embody it with truth and clarity, you light the way for the very souls who came to walk beside you. A micro insight here. The more authentically you live your sun sign, the more aligned your relationships become. People either draw closer or fall away. And that's the universe organizing your tribe. Have you noticed shifts like this in your own life? Share your sign in the comments and the kind of souls you tend to attract. There's a reason for it, and we're just getting started. While your sun sign represents your outward light, your moon sign governs your inner world, your emotions, instincts, and deepest sense of comfort. If the sun is your broadcast signal, the moon is your spiritual receiver. It reveals what nurtures you on a soul level, and perhaps more importantly, who feels like home. Your moon sign points directly to the type of souls you bond with emotionally. Those who feel familiar even if you've just met. These are the people who speak your emotional language without needing translation. They don't just understand you, they feel you. Let's explore how this works. Say your moon is in Pisces. Your emotional world is vast, intuitive, and deeply sensitive. You likely feel everything around you, joy, pain, silence, sorrow. The tribe that feels like home to you? Empaths, dreamers, artists, and mystics. You find comfort in people who don't just analyze life, but swim in its depths. If you have a moon in Capricorn, your inner world is strong, structured, and often guarded. You value loyalty, steadiness, and results. You're drawn to souls who bring order, reliability, and calm. People who make you feel safe because they follow through. But you may also be surprised to find comfort in emotional opposites, those who remind you it's okay to be vulnerable. A Gemini moon. You crave emotional stimulation, laughter, conversation. Your tribe includes the witty, the curious, the adaptable. You feel at home with people who can shift gears with you, who understand that moods are like weather, constantly changing. One powerful truth about the moon sign. It's often more revealing than the sun in close relationships. That instant comfort you feel with someone? That sigh of relief like, I can just be myself with you? That's moon energy at work. When someone's moon sign complements yours or lands near yours in the zodiac, you're likely part of the same emotional tribe. This is also why some people can love us deeply but never truly get us. They may admire your light, but not know how to hold your darkness. That's a moon mismatch, and it teaches us where our deepest healing lies. Buddhist wisdom reminds us, to know someone deeply, observe not how they act when things go well, but how they hold you in your sorrow. Your moon tribe is the one that can hold you in silence, sit with your tears, or share joy without words. Here's a micro insight. If a relationship feels confusing but magnetic, check your moon signs. Often the emotional tension comes from opposite moon placements, and learning to balance that is part of your soul contract. If this idea speaks to your journey, give this video a like so it reaches others who need it. In the next section, we'll explore how your rising sign reveals the tribe you magnetize through your presence, and why first impressions matter more than you think. Your rising sign, also known as the ascendant, is the zodiac sign that was on the eastern horizon at the exact moment of your birth. Unlike your sun and moon signs, which speak to your identity and emotions, your rising sign is your soul's front door. It's how the world meets you, and how you greet the world in return. It's not just a mask, it's an energetic invitation. And what kind of souls does that invitation attract? That's where your soul tribe gets even more interesting. If your sun sign is your core, and your moon sign is your heart, your rising sign is your vibe. It's the frequency you naturally emit when you walk into a room, even before you speak, and it quietly summons those who resonate with that frequency. Let's bring this to life. A Leo rising exudes presence, charisma, and warmth. People are naturally drawn to your confidence, even if you don't feel confident on the inside. Your tribe includes those looking for leadership, inspiration, or joy. Without trying, you shine like a lighthouse, and those seeking light will find you. Scorpio rising, your aura is magnetic, intense, even mysterious. You draw in seekers, those craving truth, transformation, and depth. You might even attract wounded souls because your presence whispers, I can handle your darkness. And maybe in some deep part of you that's true. If you're a Libra rising, you naturally exude balance, grace, and peace. You attract those in chaos, those looking for beauty and partnership. Your presence soothes, but your soul lesson might be to avoid becoming what others need at the cost of your own truth. Here's the fascinating part. Many of the people you meet in fleeting moments, at work, at social gatherings, in line at the store, are responding to your rising sign, not your inner self. That's why certain people are instantly drawn to you, even before they know who you are. It's not about how you look, it's about how you feel to them. Your rising sign acts like a magnet, calling in specific types of souls. And often, these First encounters are orchestrated by spirit to awaken something in you. You're attracting mirrors, messengers, or guides, whether you realize it or not. From a spiritual lens, your rising sign tribe tends to challenge your soul to be seen. These are the people who push you to show up, to become visible, to express the essence of your soul's journey, even when it feels uncomfortable. Here's a micro insight. If you often feel misunderstood, it may be because your rising sign is so different from your sun or moon. Your outer energy may attract people who don't align with your inner truth. Recognizing this can help you navigate those relationships with more grace and clarity. Let's pause here with a reflection. Who do you magnetize most often? Are they reflections of your rising sign? Or are they invitations to embody it more fully? If you've ever wondered why some connections hit you like a thunderbolt while others slowly bloom over time, the answer may lie in synastry, the art of comparing two birth charts to understand the energetic chemistry between souls. In spiritual astrology, synastry doesn't just show compatibility. It reveals karmic bonds and soul contracts. Think of synastry as soul-to-soul communication written in planetary language. When certain planets in your chart interact strongly with someone else's, it often indicates a past life connection, a lesson your souls agreed to explore, or a mission you came to complete together. One of the most powerful markers? Saturn. Saturn, in synastry, shows where the relationship feels serious, heavy, or destined. If someone's Saturn lands on your moon, for instance, you may feel emotionally restricted or deeply responsible in their presence. But that challenge isn't punishment. It's a karmic classroom. These bonds are often long-term and transformative, even if difficult. Another spiritual marker is the North Node and South Node axis. These lunar points reveal your soul's direction, North Node, and where you've come from in past lives. South Node. When someone's personal planet, like their sun, moon, or Venus, lands on your nodes, it's like déjà vu. You feel as though you've known them forever, because maybe you have. South Node connections are especially potent. They can feel intoxicating and familiar, like home, but they often represent unfinished business. These relationships can be comfortable, but they can also keep you stuck in old patterns if you're not mindful. North Node connections, on the other hand, feel like growth. They pull you into the unknown. These are the people who challenge you to evolve, who stretch your soul toward its divine purpose, even if it scares you. Let's not forget Pluto. When someone's Pluto, if you're an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, you belong to the fire tribe. These are the passionate visionaries, the bold creators, the seekers of adventure and truth. Your tribe thrives on action, inspiration, and transformation. You're here to wake people up, to ignite hearts, to take risks others shy away from. You're naturally drawn to those who live loudly, dream fearlessly, and aren't afraid to leap before they look. But your greatest challenge? Patience. You may feel frustrated with those who move slowly or fear change. Yet some of your most meaningful soul contracts may involve earth or water signs who teach you the sacred art of grounding and emotional depth. Now, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn belong to the Earth tribe, the builders, healers, and stabilizers. You are rooted in the tangible world, and your presence brings calm, structure, and reliability. Your tribe values integrity, effort, and consistency. You attract those seeking stability, a sense of home, or simply the reassurance that someone will stay when things get hard. But Earth signs can struggle with rigidity or fear of uncertainty. Your soul contracts often involve fire or air signs who remind you that security isn't always found in plans, but in presence and flow. Next comes Air. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius make up the Air tribe. These are the thinkers, communicators, and visionaries of the Zodiac. You connect through ideas, words, and imagination. Your tribe includes those who challenge you intellectually, who thrive on curiosity and innovation. Together, you explore what's possible and create new ways of seeing the world. Yet your growth often lies in grounding, learning to slow down and feel, not just think. That's where water and earth companions enter, offering balance and emotional depth. And finally, water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces form the water tribe, the intuitives, empaths, and spiritual seekers. Your tribe feels everything. You bond through emotional honesty, vulnerability, and a shared sense of soulfulness. You attract those who need healing, those ready to dive deep, and those who understand the sacred language of silence. But sometimes, your challenge is boundaries. You may lose yourself in others or carry pain that isn't yours. Your soul contracts may include fire or air signs who teach you clarity, independence, and how to rise above the emotional tide. Here's a micro insight. The element you're drawn to, or struggle most with, may reflect a soul lesson you chose before birth. Your most powerful soulmates may not look like you or act like you, but they carry the exact element your soul needs to grow. Ask yourself, do you find comfort in your own elemental tribe, or growth in those who are different? Both are sacred. Both are necessary. If your zodiac signs and planetary placements reveal who is part of your soul tribe, then the astrological houses show you where they'll appear. These 12 segments of your birth chart represent different areas of life, from relationships and career to spirituality and legacy. Each house is like a spiritual stage, and your tribe members are the actors entering on cue. So, where do the most profound soul connections show up? Let's explore. The 7th house, traditionally the house of partnerships, is where we find soulmates, long-term companions, and sometimes karmic lessons wrapped in romance. When someone's sun, moon, or Venus falls into your 7th house, the attraction is instant and often faded. But be warned, this house also invites you to confront your own projections. Your tribe here helps you see who you are through the mirror of intimacy. Then there's the 11th house, the domain of community, friendship, and shared vision. This is your soul family, the people who walk the path with you, not just for personal love, but for collective purpose. When someone activates your 11th house, they may feel like a kindred spirit, a collaborator, or a fellow traveler from a parallel soul mission. Together, you may create something bigger than yourselves. The 4th house is all about home, roots, and emotional safety. Souls who activate this space often feel instantly familiar. They may remind you of childhood, family, or even past lives. These are the people who see your most vulnerable self and still choose to stay. If someone's chart lands heavily here, don't be surprised if they feel like home the moment you meet. Now consider the 12th house, the realm of the unseen. This is where past life connections, hidden emotions, and spiritual karma live. When someone's planets light up your 12th house, you may feel a mysterious, inexplicable bond, as if they're connected to your soul beyond time. These relationships can be healing, haunting, or both. They often come with a lesson about surrender and soul forgiveness. The 5th house, ruled by creativity and romance, reveals playful, joyful tribe members, those who awaken your inner child. They're not always forever, but they remind you what it feels like to be fully alive. Meanwhile, the 10th house, associated with career and legacy, attracts tribe members who impact your public life. These are mentors, rivals, or co-creators who push you into your higher calling. Sometimes they challenge your sense of worth so that you rise. A micro insight here. The houses tell us not just who is important, but why they matter to our growth. Where someone shows up in your chart reveals the soul agreement you made together, whether to nurture, challenge, awaken, or heal. And remember, these connections may not always feel good, but they often feel necessary. Your soul tribe doesn't. always enter through the front door. Sometimes they sneak in through life's side passages, through a job, a loss, a seemingly random moment. If you've ever wondered, why did this person come into my life now? The houses might just have the answer. Every zodiac sign carries a spiritual archetype, an energetic role that speaks not just to who you are, but to the kind of souls you're here to serve, heal, or awaken. Think of your sign as a torch. It lights the way for those who walk in darkness in areas you've already mastered or are mastering. Let's walk through the signs and explore the soul tribe archetypes each one is aligned with. Aries, the warrior and initiator. Your soul tribe often includes those who are stuck, afraid to act, or frozen by self-doubt. You are the spark that gets them moving. They may be passive, indecisive, or weary, but your courage helps them remember their own strength. You're here to ignite fire in tired hearts. Taurus, the stabilizer and sensual healer. You hold grounding, comfort, and simplicity. Your tribe includes those who've known chaos, empaths, artists, or trauma survivors looking for a safe place to rest. You teach them how to reconnect with their bodies, to find beauty in the present moment, and to trust again. Gemini, the messenger and connector. You awaken curiosity and mental flexibility. Your soul tribe includes those who feel isolated in their thinking or misunderstood. You help them express themselves, explore new ideas, and see life from multiple angles. With you, their inner world comes alive. Cancer, the nurturer and emotional mirror. You magnetize those who long to be seen and loved as they are, often the emotionally neglected or hyper-independent. You teach them softness, presence, and the power of vulnerability. Your embrace is a sacred medicine. Leo, the heart opener and light bearer. You shine for those who've forgotten their worth. Your tribe includes those stuck in shame, smallness, or creative suppression. By living boldly, you give them permission to do the same. Your laughter is healing. Your joy is revolutionary. Virgo, the healer and sacred servant. Your tribe includes seekers of order, clarity, and wholeness. Often they come to you in pieces. You hold space for their becoming, not by fixing them, but by helping them see the perfection in their process. You are a guide for those ready to evolve. Libra, the harmonizer and soul diplomat. You attract those torn by conflict, within themselves or their relationships. You teach balance, beauty, and the art of holding multiple truths. Your presence helps others soften into connection. Even your silence can restore peace. Scorpio, the transformer and truth revealer. You are called to walk with those facing loss, shadow work, or spiritual rebirth. Your soul tribe is often in transition, shedding skins, breaking cycles. You see the sacred in what others fear, and by surviving your own darkness, you help others navigate theirs. Sagittarius. The seeker and spiritual nomad, you draw in those who feel trapped by dogma, doubt, or small dreams. You expand their horizons, challenge their limits, and remind them that freedom is a birthright. You are the laughter in the storm, the wisdom in the wild. Capricorn, the elder and master builder. Your tribe includes the ambitious but ungrounded, those with vision but no structure. You model discipline, resilience, and the sacredness of steady work. You guide others toward their legacy by showing them how to build it, brick by brick. Aquarius, the visionary and rebel soul. You attract the misfits, the innovators, the future makers. Your tribe includes those who felt like outsiders, and, with you, they belong. You are a lighthouse for eccentric minds and wild hearts. You remind them, weird isn't wrong, it's sacred. Pisces, the mystic and soul. Weaver, your tribe is made up of spiritual wanderers, healers, and those lost in a world that feels too harsh. You teach surrender, compassion, and the unity beneath illusion. Just by being yourself, you remind others that they are not alone. Here's a micro insight. The people who frustrate or drain you may be asking you to embody your archetype more deeply, not abandon it. Your tribe doesn't just benefit from your gifts, they call them forth. So ask yourself, who am I naturally guiding without even trying? What lessons keep repeating through my connections? If this idea touches something within you, share it in the comments. Your archetype might be someone else's missing piece. We often romanticize the idea of a soul tribe, imagining warm, supportive relationships that feel like home. And while many of these bonds are indeed beautiful, others arrive cloaked in pain, conflict, or heartbreak. These aren't mistakes. These are sacred contracts, too. Some of the deepest wounds come from those who are closest to our hearts. Why? Because those in your soul tribe know exactly where your soul needs to stretch. They don't always come to comfort you. Sometimes they come to challenge you, to awaken you, or even to break you open. Let's be honest. Not every soul tribe member feels like a gift in the moment. Some feel like a test. A friend who betrays your trust, a parent who never truly saw you, a partner who mirrors your darkest insecurities. It's easy to write these people off as toxic, but spiritually, they may be playing the role they agreed to long before you were born. From a Buddhist lens, this is the essence of karma yoga, embracing each encounter, especially the hard ones, as an opportunity for liberation. Instead of asking, "Why did they hurt me?" you begin to ask, "What are they teaching me about myself, my boundaries, my growth?" Consider this. A soul contract may include conflict so that both souls can evolve. One learns to forgive. The other learns to take responsibility. Pain becomes a portal to wisdom. This doesn't mean you should accept abuse or remain in unhealthy dynamics. In fact, one of the most important soul lessons is learning when to walk away, with love. Releasing a soul tribe member doesn't break the contract. Sometimes it fulfills it. Let's explore a micro insight here. The more reactive you feel in someone's presence, rage, guilt, deep sorrow, the more likely they are tied to an old karmic loop. They're pressing ancient buttons. Your work isn't to erase them. It's to understand what they awaken. Forgiveness plays a powerful role here, but not the kind that erases the past, rather the kind that says, "I release you from being the villain in my story. I thank you for the role you played, and I free myself from needing it to continue." One gentle practice. Write a soul letter to someone who's hurt you, living or departed. Speak not from your wounded self, but from your higher self. Ask, why did our souls meet? What was I meant to learn? You might be surprised at the clarity that comes. And remember, painful soul tribe members often disappear when the lesson is complete. They were not meant to stay forever. They were meant to shift your frequency, so you could attract your nextie, teacher, guide, or friend. If you've ever found unexpected healing through a painful connection, feel free to share in the comments. Your story could be a map for someone else's transformation. So far, we've talked about how your zodiac sign and birth chart reflect your soul tribe. But here's the next level. You don't have to wait passively for these people to appear. You can consciously call them in. The key lies in energetic alignment. Your soul tribe is already out there. The question is, are you vibrating in a way that allows them to find you? Think of it this way. The frequency you emit is like a lighthouse beam. When you live in fear, self-denial, or old karmic wounds, that beam is dim or distorted. But when you begin to live in alignment with your truth, your essence, your archetype, you become magnetic. Tribe members recognize. And lastly, practice spiritual discernment. Not everyone who feels familiar is a healthy connection. Some karmic bonds are meant to be cleared, not continued. Ask your higher self, does this relationship feel like expansion or entanglement? Here's a micro insight. Every time you choose your truth over people-pleasing, clarity over comfort, and love over fear, you raise your frequency. And in that space, your soul tribe hears you clearly. Want a simple practice? Light a candle, close your eyes, place a hand over your heart and say, I am ready to remember my soul tribe. I call in those who see me, honor me, and walk beside me in truth. Then, let life respond. If this inspired you, give this video a like. It helps others find their tribe too. You don't need a full birth chart analysis to begin aligning with your soul tribe. You just need consistency, clarity, and a willingness to live your truth, even when it feels vulnerable. Here are 7 practical tools you can begin using today. Journal with your archetype. Each morning, write a short reflection from the voice of your sun sign. Ask yourself, how would my Leo self show up today? Or, what does my Pisces soul want to create? By living through your natural archetype, you strengthen your soul frequency, and your tribe will feel it. Use the moon to track emotional connection. Your moon sign reveals your emotional needs. At the end of the day, reflect. Did I feel emotionally safe today? Who helped me feel that way? Track patterns. The people who meet your moon needs with ease are likely part of your core tribe. Speak your soul's language practice using words, art, or presence to express who you really are, not who you think others want you to be. Whether it's sharing a personal story on social media or simply saying no to something misaligned, these small acts tune your vibration and help your true tribe find you. Host a soul check-in once a week, light a candle, and sit in silence. Reflect on your current connections. Who feels nourishing? Who feels draining? Don't judge, just notice. Your body already knows who's meant to walk with you, and who was only meant to walk you to the next gate. Use elemental meditation. Sit with your element, fire, earth, air, or water, and meditate on what it teaches you. Fire, courage; earth, stability; air, clarity; or water, compassion. Ask, who in my life reflects this element back to me? Often, your elemental match is already around you, but you've been too busy to notice. Practice daily gratitude for spiritual companions. Each evening, write down the names of 3 people you feel soul-aligned with, even if they're no longer in your life. Send them love energetically. Gratitude acts like a magnet, drawing more connections that match that vibration. Set an intention to be found. Every morning, say, I am open to finding my soul family. I trust that as I walk in my truth, they will walk toward me. Say it, like you mean it. Feel it in your body. That simple intention plants a seed in the universe, and soul tribe members can feel the roots growing. You don't attract your soul tribe by seeking them. You attract them by becoming the version of you they already recognize. And when you finally meet those people, you'll feel it in your bones. Not because they complete you, but because they reflect who you already are. Here's the truth we often forget. You're not the only one searching. Your soul tribe is also looking for you. Right now, somewhere in the world, or even just down the street, someone is asking the same questions, feeling the same ache, dreaming the same dream of deeper connection, purpose, and belonging. And that's the beauty of spiritual alignment. You don't have to chase, convince, or prove. You simply have to become. The more authentically you live your chart, your essence, your archetypes, your soul lessons, the clearer your signal becomes. And those meant to walk with you, they will find you. Sometimes gently, sometimes dramatically, but always in divine timing. You may find them in the most unexpected places, in a chance conversation, a passing glance, or a moment of synchronicity so powerful it brings you to tears. And when you do, you'll know. Not because they fill a hole, but because they reflect your wholeness back to you. Buddhist wisdom teaches that we are all connected by invisible threads of karma and compassion. What feels like coincidence is often memory, soul recognition, the echo of an agreement made long before birth. So take heart. You're not lost. You're just remembering. You're not alone. You're just awakening. And your tribe? They are closer than you think. So here's your invitation. Live as if your soul tribe is already listening. Because they are. Let your truth be loud. Let your energy be clear. Let your heart stay open. Even when it aches, your soul family will hear you. And when they arrive, it won't be a surprise. It'll feel like coming home. If this video sparked something within you, please like it. It helps it reach others on the same path. Subscribe for more spiritual wisdom. And before you go, I'll leave you with a question, one only your heart can answer. Who in your life already feels like part of your soul tribe? Let us know in the comments. Your story might be the spark someone else needs to remember their own.